Well, okay, wait, no, that's the wrong time.
You put meaning into the impossible. I'm just saying that now. So whatever you plan to do or accept as fate, don't let it become just a statement. Define it. Weave through it. Because where destiny arises, comes a whole lot of mental gymnastics and wordplay. That gravity always seems to pull you down towards. In feeling. If you're emotional that way, I don't know. Okay, I have to go to my parents' place now for the holidays. Yippee, yippee. I gotta bring that. I gotta leave in an hour. I'm in bed. I rest easy. But my stomach churns. Awaiting, hey, do you have classes anymore? No, I don't. And we're gonna spend for this next few weeks planning for my future. You think I'm gonna take a break? No, I have to do. I want to do recommendations for the people that I promised to do recommendations for. I want to do the Secret Santa thing that I have to draw for, and doing things. I want to work my comic. I want to work on. There's like so many things, and I think one thing. It feels like not relapse wise, but to get off my chest wise, is that I feel like there's always a part of me that feels like you always have to try to prove it at the end, and it sucks because it feels like I don't wish it on myself to feel like that. I need to try and ask for like extending things. And I think just for me to feel like I need to extend like a lifetime warranty every time, it feels like a very procrastinating mindset to postpone something that's inevitable and feel like it builds like interest in whatever it is you're feeling. And it's like I think I just want to just express that because that's a thing that I felt always in September and December with the dread and just like the mood environment. And it's like I hate how I've always navigated during this time of the year, and I want to do better for it. And maybe like next semester it's sunny and vibrant, and I'm like, yeah, it's a mood. When I guess what I'm also just saying is that I don't. I don't want to feel regressful. Not regretful. Regressful. It's sad. And utterly feels like the feeling when you leave something sitting there and then it grows mold. You know? I think that's the best analogy that I've seen that I smelled. that I hope not to keep going towards each time when it hits this time of the month. So, and also post these videos because I want to do that. And I think since I have no time for classes anymore, then hopefully if you see this video, then it's like I've made it. It's grand. It's great. And I am retrospectively well, a little bit procrastinate. I just want to express, like, in some cases, that this is not my last video. I'm just expressing it now because I'm in the mindset of it. Is that I'm very grateful that I decided that I wanted to pursue making just videos while I'm at school and just showcase what that feeling is like encapsulated in a time and my moment in my period. To show that, like, I knew last year was like my most restful moment in my school year that I felt. Like there was like definitely like a high, and then it's like, what happened? I don't know. And I fell in that pattern again a little bit, and I don't want to feel like that I have to, for my comfort zone is to live through other people and how they do things. Whether if it is like Kaisenat having dreams, bigger ambitions to be a director or a fashion designer, or to the one person with the sunglasses in Africa talking about like the loneliest job in the world is streaming, and it's like you're showing up for them, and then how people communicate with things. It's like that sort of one-way street of like, oh, can you say my name? Can you say like whatever? But I think it's always a hurdle and a refresh, not refreshing, a refresh hurdle of this is something that's a part of not the system, but the very nature of it, right? Of experiencing life as a person. And when you see those patterns, I think it's just you have to clock in those patterns what is naturally gonna happen in many scenarios and occasions, whether if it's like how do you cope through it, how do you try to see it as, or what are the areas that are both good and bad, and what makes you feel these new types of ways when you go branch out of it and actually like succeed in it. You know, like what are those feelings? How you capture those things? All I will say is that it's just weird that I don't have assignments right now, and I'm like sort of just like I don't want to build up this exercise in myself to feel like that anxiety has to be my driving force in life. I want it to be curiosity. I want it to be like being active than just my work that is supposed to define me, and I have to make art in which is very, what's it called, brand coded. I was watching a YouTube video in the car when I was eating my McDonald's yesterday, I think, and it was something about like Magic and Gathering's future, and it was like Lego, and it's like, what was that? What did that mean? And I think it's very interesting that with Lego they had like original IP and whatnot. That's what it's like, IP. And then later on they started getting into Star Wars and Jurassic Park and Indiana Jones. And then you see the sales now with like Star Trek. It's like there's a misprint, but a lot of people still buy it. It's like, what does that mean? So with like Universes Beyond, with Magic and Gathering, like that defines a card game. Like the worrisome in the future is that they slowly just become the franchise of other people's things, and that there's just that medium. But it gets them into the game. So then I think about like my card game and how not innately did it, but just I see that trend, right? I see that trend in that. And then I'm like, I think what sells a lot and what I've felt like that makes stories unique is like stories like web comics, even though they're very tropey, or like manga, is that it's story driven. And I think each person's story is different. And I don't think it's very much cliche as there is a format, but I think there's a way to go about it to believe that how do they overcome and try to get out of situations or try to help others out of situations is something that I can get behind. Like Unicorn Overlord. You know, you're like, how do you navigate that? I don't know. But I just feel like that I think a part of me is just venting. It's like I finally could like I haven't been doing a lot of like calendar stuff for myself for this past semester. And I think I just want to just remember that as well and encapsulate it here. I think I've been more so directing and being more in person with other people, especially with projects, but then not talking to them after as much or consolidating them when it's like distance. And it's like, I don't know. Also, my voice is like this because I'm talking more and I'm congested and I'm laying upside like on my side. So then I think just a lot of the mucus is just like in the throat. So I'm not doing this on purpose. Like again, I'm nerfing myself. I'm nerfing myself because Origin Life is nerfing me because I have the throat and I don't need to talk like this. I literally don't. It's the amount of times I have talking to myself right now is like days. Thoughts are more powerful initially than the actions you make after. But then they can snowball. I'm in my phase of like, I'm now standing here and I'm like, I feel like a muscle numbing sensation and like a mental lift that out of the surface, like underneath a rock, you see like little grubby worms and insects coming out. That's what it feels like now. And it's like, wow. I should actually. It's 11:27. I've been told that there's gonna be like reroutes, so I gotta account for those. So I think the next time you see me is that I'm editing my videos. And yeah. You know, if I had to say one thing about what I miss about the old Nathan, is that he was his own person when it came to delegating a calendar for himself, a to-do list for himself. That's the most memorable thing I can feel like I've missed out on. In like, not to feel depressing. It's just it feels like one of those things where it's like, I've gone through now the brigade of like semester course, and I'm now like, here's my reflection on it. You know, like I wish, not just I wish, I want to feel how I felt at that moment. Not to recreate it, okay, but like a Barry Allen situation where like I'm gonna get a ball and whatnot. But it's I wish I had hold on that mindset, and no matter what pushed me through in my life, I wish I had that resilience in myself to do things and be proactive in assessing those things. So, yeah. Also, I've been weirdly getting more VTubers being like, wow, you know, I appreciate men. I'm like, what is my feed? What is my feed? I think a lot of times when you feel like you have pressure in something in yourself, whether if it feels like you're soaring like bad juju, I think there's like a aspect of yourself where you think about, where can I put that bad juju in? And I think that's why spiritually you sort of leave yourself wondering that, hey, maybe I want to just talk to God for a second. Something that can help me get it out of my system. Or maybe just the belief of like all the sorrow that's building up in you, you want it out somehow. And you want something that's detached from you, but you know was a part of you and has helped you, shaped you to be somewhere else. Whether it is the karma behind it or turning a new leaf.
Is it weird they planted a tree? I don't know. It's kind of renewing actually. Whether if it is my bad juju. Wow, perfect timing. Oh, I was recording? Okay, wait. Wow. Look at that. I used to live there. First semester, Digipen. EAP program, or early arrival program, when that was a still thing. Awesome. You know, at times like these, when I just can just like go back to where I started at the beginning of the semester, similar to like a vibe, like a Pokemon Journey type of vibe, it kind of feels alluring to me that wait. Tight space. That, you know, I can do these things. I'm also gonna get a charger from my bag so I can charge my phone, because my phone be low on battery and I don't want that when it comes to me driving to find where I need to be. But yeah, see the mailbox. Wow, iconic. Most iconic spot ever. Skyline. You're gonna see it. Only the real ones know it was Old Redmond. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, now I'm off. Okay. So, no, I like the aspect of being able to come back from your roots, especially for a specific place in mind. That spot specifically was when I took a photo of this when I was on my birthday. I'm glad I'm gonna attach stuff on this video. And there was a tree there before. The tree was cut down, and then I finally came back. I don't usually come back. I usually don't go here that often, but when I do, I show it. And then I didn't realize, but they planted a tree. Not in the same spot where it was before, but close. And I'm sort of like, wow. That's just great. I feel like a part of me is that when I get older, I just travel back to this place and just look at that tree again. You know, it's giving God's Country, like Gus Johnson's like videos, just like, you know, you just return back to your parents' place or whatever, and you're just like making a video, even though it has no like real sort of reason. It's like just the culture behind it is sort of like, yeah, that's a vibe. We're not going on the highway. Well, we're going, we need roads, but I'm gonna try to avoid the highway. I was looking on Google Maps, seeing where I need to geolocate stuff, so I'm not gonna film long form videos of me driving. I do that because I don't see that a lot. You know, like when you do a travel vlog, you know, you get trained, you know, where's the car driving on the road with other cars? You know, and I think most of my leisure is driving on the road, seeing other cars drive by. I think it's the second closest thing that I have when it compares to like a, not compartmentalized, but like a compartment, or being contained in like a capsule in an airport situation. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going through it and you're seeing other people that go by, and you look through the window and like, wow, they're not talking, they're not probably singing, they're probably having their own conversation in their little bubble, while also driving and seeing like the scenic view of just like life in general. Like that's a vibe. Okay, I'm gonna focus on driving now, but hopefully when I get to my parents' place, I do the things that I set out to do, which I'll tell you right now. Really quick. Okay, what I plan to do is this. I plan to do my videos to edit my videos. This is the day where I plan to edit my videos. I'm done. I got my consultants in putting in the money next to the money tree. It really is giving, like, I'm giving the Giving Tree arc. Secretly, for the last 4 years, bro. What does that mean? The secret arc. Then I'm also going to, after I do editing my videos, do recommendations for like my old team, even if they don't want it, because it's been a while. But I will do it because I think it's very valuable, and it's just for the holiday spirit wise. I can imagine that the whole break that I do my edits for my videos, so that's the thing. And post twice in a month. Ooh, not heard of, but probably will do that. And after that, I would do my portfolio stuff. Then go see, just like clean that up and figure out what I want to do for my portfolio thing. I'm currently thinking of Houdini shaders. That in itself is cool. I don't see that on a lot of people's workflows. Probably put it in Unreal. Learn how to do it in Unreal. Look at other people's portfolios, how they do that, dissect it, and work on my card game. Gotcha on the go. I really love it still, and I want to learn from the videos that I've watched and not just be someone who just backseats watch and then doesn't do anything with their own body of work, which that's a thing and no one talks about. No, I think people talk about it. I think it's just not always prefaced when it comes to making videos, because I think the focus of making videos is that you want to make it so bite-sized that it's not like bite-sized, but like on the point where it's like boom, 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 without the worry and hassle and stuff, which when I watch as a viewer, it's like I'm very grateful for that, but then I'm also like, I guess you need like a separate video just all about those things. It's like putting in the best moments is what makes a video a video, and or to encapsulate like what you want to keep in memory of. So yeah, okay, that's it. I'm gonna drive. Let's see, I'll update if there's any issues. I'm on the road again, sightseeing of the things that I've always been, hoping that I would see it through, whether if it's with me or just you. I could count countless things in my head, but I'm left with fingers. Where I'm on the road, Bellevue, Shaw. No, honestly, what I was telling myself, I just want to remember, I should just, take this road more often going home, even though it feels like it's a longer pace. It's like the vibe. Like, look at this. Look at this immaculate vibe. I think what I also like about filming is that as an artist, and it relates to the environments as well, just on the side, is that every lens tells a story. Like, look at this like leading line situation right now. It's like you don't see that so often in a lot of frames, like I don't even try to like distort my camera and how I do things. It's just like I just expand it really wide and then it just shows that. But look at that, that's art. that's beautiful, bro. No traffic. But yeah, I just want to know on my trip, I was like, man, this detour is great. I don't know if you saw that, but let's just say, we're going to go to two places. The one for the cards, and one for the books. Really quick, I didn't get a book from Barnes and Nobles. I did see one book. This is just for me when I look it up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, should I get it, or should I gotten it, or should I have kept it on the shelf? Okay, type of vibe. There was someone in front of it, so that's why I didn't really like go for it. Like a fairy tale illustration, like Magnolia, and it was Natsu Dragneel in the front, and it was obviously in the manga section. I was like, do I want that? Do I want that? That was me. thinking about that. But what I got, there was one. There was one. Only one. This is a crazy feature. Oh. Oop. Oh, that's not me. I thought that was me for a second. But there was only one of the 2-ring and binder thing. The miracles. You don't know how hard it is to find those things. You don't know how hard it is to find those things. The dice store near me does not have that. It was crazy. I found one, and then there was like a couple of guys around my. Okay, I also wanted. I don't know if I recorded this part, but I'll say it again. You know, there's like a lot of like teens, like very like youthful people, similar around my age, maybe. And it's sort of like when you have that perception of like, man, I feel older than you. I do look in this lighting. I feel older, but then when I'm out of the lighting, I'm sort of like younger. Also, the beard doesn't help me with how I look more mature, more wise. But the idea is like they're like tall, like more lanky, like, you know, you imagine them at high school. Maybe they're in like community college, that type of vibe, or like they're going into college. They're like getting gifts or something, and they were like 3 bros like mingling with one another. And I'm like, cool vibes. that was it. But no, I was excited. I was ecstatic. But no, should I have gotten it, or should it have been on the shelf? I don't know. I didn't even open the book. I just saw Natsu Dragneel on the cover, and I'm like, I don't see that often. So if I come back, see, this is my mental promise. If I think it's actually really good, I'll mentally come back, like when I do get drive from here, and then buy the book. Because okay, for me, when it comes to an art book like that, it's like Scissor 7 type of deal. You know, like you don't see it very often. Like that's the cool thing about if you're an artist specifically, and there is also like good like drawing books overall, but there wasn't like a lot of the good drawing. But also there was not a lot of journaling stuff, which I was thinking I wanted to get. But the main thing is that when it comes to art and illustration books, it's like you get something like foreign country leveled, and it's like, whoa, this is neat, this is awesome. And it's like, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna read it. So, and then I do that. And then I don't look at it anymore. Because I regret it. But it's like that physical copy of it. And I'm like, yeah. Also, if I kept going straight in some case, the popo would have been there. Oh, bus. Bussing. The bus be bussing. Boosie. Very boosie. Okay, I'm going to drive now. And I'm actually not going to take any more detours, because that was my intrinsic thought for this drive, was like, I realize I'm going the direction of Barnes and Nobles. And then I realized, ooh, Daiso's here. Let me go check it out. Lord and behold, I found the thing I wanted. But then, like when I went there and then I finally hold it in my hands, I'm like, I have my other cover. And my other cover has been really good to me. Like honestly. So I don't know. Maybe. Otherwise, yeah, I definitely want to play some rounds with my sister when I play my card game. And I gotta take it in the grain of salt that, you know, obviously she's not... My card game doesn't curate to her specifically. But it's just the idea of like... It's very rare to have someone who doesn't play games or games in the vicinity of video games, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's more of like a hands-on type of person who likes games, like board games, to some capacity when I went to her apartment. So it's like, this is a gem. This is the gem of his own thing. Also, the one Walmart, I'm kidding, the one Walmart of like, out of every Walmart's, the most secure Walmart in the place, that's in the Redmond area-ish. This is not the Redmond area. This is somewhere else. We're in Bellevue, I think. No. Whatever I said, Bellingham. Nope, something with the B. But I'm gonna drive. So see you for reals, or if something happens. We're just gonna capture this immaculate moment. Vibes. More vibes. Expand. Oh, the Milky Way is closing in. Why is it so blue? Is it that blue? Like, I think my phone makes it more blue than it is from what I'm seeing at this current moment. But immaculate overall. Oh, oh, it's like hello, hello, hello. Oh, hey, hey, hey. I'm just like, hey, hello. Okay, okay. Immaculate. Okay, look at that road. So this is just a straight ahead. I saw my thing. I'm just gonna record, I guess. Dude, the freaking render distance of chunks just loaded. That was real though. Dude, it was like, okay guys, we're now we made the render distance more shorter. I thought it felt like real time, bro. Just zooming in and moving my camera. Okay. I think a real childhood. You're like, what do you mean? I think a childhood, honestly, is watching the first Cars movie. And then you hear that song go on when Lightning McQueen is in the big truck, the red truck that carries him. You hear like, life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. If you're going my way, I'm obviously singing wrong, but that vibe when you just drive, the light just picked up. It's that good, you know. When you're like on these long roads, like there was a distance between you and I. There was also like this compilation that I watched on YouTube Shorts, or I think it was Facebook Shorts, I don't know. But it was someone's like, hey, the guy holding the camera was like, hey, make a new compilation song. It's like, oh, okay. And it was a lot of like never ride a cowboy. Oh no, taking that thing. Oh baby, yeah, I'm talking about this bill. Hot line bling. Don't know what you think. I don't get oh, hey yo. Hey yo. think that type of vibe. And you're like, whoa. You don't wanna blame, they don't even wanna, then you call me on your cell phone. When I'm doing I got an apple, I got a, okay, there's obviously, it was obviously better than what I was saying, but it was like a lot of country songs. And I'm like, damn. I want to take that and even just make my own attempt at singing. Like, it's like, wow. Yeah. It's like, please, 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 say that right. When the world is said and done, girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, please, 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 girls, they wanna have fun. Girls wanna have fun. Pink Pony Club. I can't wanna have. They just don't wanna. They just don't wanna. They just don't wanna. They just don't wanna. When the world is happier. Oh, please, please, please. I wanna have fun. Or like, I can take this city. Who can have it? And I'm not ready. Maybe I would like to see it. And maybe in a love will be. It's like 190 degrees. Like, I am the robot. I am a man with robot feelings. I forgot the song. I made mashups. Your lips, two lips, you keep me trembling. My lips, your lips, they keep me trembling. I think I got it from the Bella Poarch song, that song that I made up. My lips, your lips, they doing lip things. My lip, your lip, they doing lip. It's like, you drive safe, and I'll see you in the morning, 'cause I just wanna feel yourself. Okay, obviously this is an hour-long drive. This is how I'm making up for my hour-long drive. But I gotta say, this has been the most clean drive ever. No stops besides like being actually in like city four-way intersections, which is fine. And on the road. So. We almost there. I just want to note something really quick. Okay, this is just for me. Look at this white car. Okay. Look how much space I have. Okay, against this white car. Is this an issue? You know? Like, look at that. Come on. Go left. Or maybe it's signaling to other cars to go left. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm giving them room. I'm giving them the breathing room they deserve. You know? I don't know. This is crazy how far this white car is going. You know, this has been a car that's been going on when I've also just been talking. Like, literally. I've been giving them space to, like, go left. But I guess not. Oh, they almost did. They almost did, but they're like, no. I think people are coming over. What is this? What are people driving it like this, bro? Stop signaling, bro. Unless there are emergency lights. See, I'm passing. I don't care. But yeah, that's the lifestyle of driving. Sometimes you just see those types of people. We got more ways than look at that car. Look at those cars. Sometimes you're like, I think if you are like a car enthusiast type of person, it's just sort of interesting to see these types of perspectives in cars. Where you're like, huh, that's cool to see, or that's a cool truck, or that's a cool vehicle. Like, if you're into vehicles, I think just like driving and like vlogging about these like types of cars is kind of cool. Like, instead of just like looking them up online, it's sort of like, how are they in space? Yeah, when they move. Like, see, there's like the next car on the right. It's like its front bumper seems to be like flying about. And it's like interesting. I fled to this. I just want to record. Trash on the side walk is like almost like a weird treasure commodity. And you're like, wow, people litter. But no, I think for me as an individual, I think I just default to having conversations just about life. Like I've been trying to like also just like, let me talk about politics. And then I just go back to life. And it's like, let me talk about video games. I talk about life. Not even about my life, but just like in life in general. I think to me. Look at that. Look at that house. Okay. Let me just like do like a look at that. Oh my gosh, Santa. No, I like that like this is like the Green River area now. And I miss the Green River area. I don't really go to that. This is where like Brian lives. But not like here, but the vibes. He's off somewhere though. He's off continent though. He's in the Arctics right now. Good for him. Good for him, brother. I think no, like houses and then like the Christmas lights, and then you're like, wow, I used to drive here a lot, and just doing these commutes specific. Like I didn't know like I was in this area, and I'm like, huh. So this is a route that I could take to avoid the highway. And I think that's nice. Like the road, back end road with a lot of trucks was pretty much a truck back end highway. It's one of those things where like a lot of like transit goods, that's where all the trucks would go and like go in the passes, then the highway, which is kind of neat. And you stick to the right side, so then it's like on the left side, then you spend more of your time if you're a car going that route. But sometimes in life you just have to I'm gonna stop. Like it's like it's so easy to be no, I've been quoting that like honestly for these last like few like days. That one video where I'm like, it's so easy to make yourself the issue, or like something like that, like whatever I said, and I'm like, I was feeling myself.
It's so easy to make yourself the problem.
It's so easy to make yourself the problem, and then at the end, like, you know what I do?
Think
you either stand
you need to
or sit. It's so good. Like
self-manifestation,
and then it has the Journey music
like a road.
I think that's what it is.
In your mindset.
Ugh.
Believing how you think.
I never felt more
what it should be
relatable
about.
in like
Not for
survival instinct than in that video. Iconic.